I wonder if I'm being too forward again, asking all kinds of impertinent things, but I still want to know. I'm curious. And I'm worried about Noelle, too. The reason behind their sudden decision to move. What could it be?
Oh, it isn't anything particularly interesting.
Mrs. Sakata just shrugs her shoulders, but her expression remains grim.
My husband was offered an opportunity to work elsewhere, and he simply decided to take it. That's all.
But what about Noelle? I thought she liked it here.
Of course, we factored Noelle's feelings into this as well. What kind of parents do you take us for?
Although Mrs. Sakata doesn't sound angry exactly, she doesn't sound entirely calm either. I think I might have offended her.
Probably.
Good job. I win, scooting back in my chair as far as I can go.
He doesn't want to get knifed.
I never liked being scolded, especially not by people a lot older than me. Time to apologize, my friend. Hanging my head, I mutter some kind of apology, face flushed. Oh, so sorry.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't mean to.
Dearest me.
I'm beginning to feel like I've overstayed my welcome. Probably.
Yeah, and you took her tea.
At least Mrs. Sakata takes a note of my discomfort because her expression instantly softens, as does her tone of voice. No longer sounding like a stern schoolteacher reprimanding a student for handing in a subpar essay, she instead takes a gentler tone, more fitting a discussion with a friend around a tea table.
I'm sorry if I was a little terse. Why, yeah. I've been on edge lately.
No, it's okay. I was out of line.
No, it's fine. I know you only asked because you care about my daughter. It's admirable, really.
I don't know.
I know. I know you're a nice boy. I didn't mean to snap at you. I'm just stressed about moving.
Yeah. My parents got stressed about it too. There was a lot of stuff to sort out. Lots of paperwork, I think.
It's true. It is a tiresome process. But it wasn't a decision made on a whim. I discussed it with my family at great length this last year.
Of course. I wasn't doubting that.
Well, even so, I'm still not sure if it's the right decision. But I've become so tired of living in this village.
Tired?
Yes. There's so little to do here and everything's so far away. It feels like my brain is stagnating. It's unbearable.
Mrs. Sakata rubs her forehead, a complicated expression on her face.
Maybe this just sounds selfish. But I only moved here because of Noelle.
I only moved her because...
Wow.
Wow.
Hey,
that's the first real bad typo we've
Yeah.
seen. That I'll forgive that, but that's real bad.
That is terrible.
I only moved her because of Noelle.
Hey, well, at least it didn't really.
It's
I
close.
didn't say becase. At least I didn't say becase.
Yeah, it's close. It's close enough to figure it out.
Oh boy. If it wasn't for her, I would have never have come here at all.
I don't think it's selfish. The fact that you sacrificed that much for your daughter is admirable. I think? Why did you add the I think? That made it sound so shitty. You had something going, man.
Oh, why did you do that facepalm? Ugh. Really? I hope so.
She looks at me with tired eyes, underscored with lines. The markers of old age.
I think we need a change of scenery. A change of pace. I think it'll do Noelle some good. Maybe a sudden move will shake her up a little. And it'll do me some good too. It's all I could think of doing.
Silence descends upon us. In this kitchen, in this house, and in this isolated part of the village. It really is complete silence. Awkward. It is Mrs. Sakata who finally breaks it.
Still, look at me, talking about myself so much. You must be bored listening to this old woman. You want to know about where Noelle is, don't you?
Well, I suppose so. That's pretty much why I came here and, yeah, not to talk to you.
Oh my god, quit being such a timid little boy and speak, boy! Speak, man!
You know what I love is my voice is probably deeper than this kid. And
yeah.
Maybe I should talk like this!
No, we are, no, we're not doing any
Just punch me
voices.
really hard and I'll be a
Punch you right in the gullet?
Yep. I'm prepubescent now. Maybe I should just crack a lot. That is the real reason I came here.
Oh my god.
No, I can't do that.
No.
Though it would seem rude just coming out and saying it. I think Mrs. Sakata knows this already, though. Yeah, she ain't stupid. She folds her arms, pondering.
Well, let's see. Noelle has been spending a lot of time outside lately. I think she went into the forest this morning with her sketchbook. She must have gone to do some drawings.
Of a ghost!
Ooh!
In the forest? Right. This might seem like a fairly vague description, but I have a pretty good idea as to where Noelle will be.
Dun dun dun.
She and I always used to go to one particular clearing, not that far away from the main walking path to draw. If her routine has remained the same, I don't doubt she'll be there somewhere.
I think she may have taken a picnic hamper with her, too. Maybe she's expecting company.
Company?
That's right. So you should hurry along now. If you're only staying here for a few days, you should make those days count, if you know what I mean.
Yes, Mrs. Sakata.
And you don't need to call me that. I get enough of that at work.
Well then. Yeah, I flounder around with my words, unsure of what to say.
He probably farted too.
Yep, probably. He's a nervous farter. What other way is there to address such a woman as older than you? Seeing my distress, she starts to laugh at me.
Everybody seems to laugh at you.
That's because I'm a tiny little boy that looks like a lady.
Tiny little boy. Okay.
She actually laughs.
Oh my god.
It's the first time I've ever heard her sound so casual, so it takes me by surprise. When Mrs. Sakata laughs like that, she seems like a different person altogether. A much younger one. Her blue eyes suddenly look a lot brighter and her face seems to radiate youth. The only way to really describe it is girlish.
She probably puts on Maybelline. I'm sorry, was that callous?
If she's rich, it's probably like Revlon or some shit. I don't know.
The first thing I thought of was Maybelline.
That just shows you know about makeup, bruh. Girlish and strangely sweet.
If you want, you could call me Lucy.
Like Lucy from Elf and Lied?
No, Lucy Lawless.
Oh, fuck yeah. Well, if that's the case, we better touch her butt, because I'm all about that. I don't care if she's like 50 now, she's still hot as hell.
Oh boy. Narration.
Sorry. I walk through the forest, sticking to the familiar, well-worn paths Noelle and I used to take in the past. Foliage and loose sticks shift and snap underneath my feet. I can hear the cicadas chirping in the distance, mixed with the noisy chatter of birds amongst the trees. Around me and everywhere I look, tall trees stand proudly, their trunks thick, boughs laden with leaves, large branches shielding me from the sun. The sunlight that is able to filter down through to the forest floor is tinted green by the leaves. The air smells damp and earthy of soil and moss, browns and greens. The earthy scent fills me with each breath I take. This is the forest from the cover art!
Uh-oh.
I'm worried.
Oh, no. Don't, no.
Sorry, we have a big screen of narration. I'm getting a little concerned. She better be okay, or I'm gonna punch it.
She's fine.
Yeah,
She's fine.
Okay. This must be why my grandparents still look so healthy despite their old age. It's because they live in a tranquil place like this. Compared to the city with its dull gray buildings and constant strings of cars congesting the road, this is much more peaceful. I really do think that humans were meant to live simply like this, surrounded by nature. Surely this is the best for both the heart and the body. Even if the convenience stores are a long way away, it's not so easy to get a hold of the jello that Noelle likes so much in the forest. Or if any food at all, really. I certainly wouldn't be able to have any ice cream. And, if it started to rain, I don't imagine it would be so nice to live out here. It would get pretty damp and muddy. And what if you happen to catch some kind of disease? Will you stop freaking out about nothing? God! It's like, I love how you're just, like, imagining, like, oh, what would it be like to live in the forest? I'd probably get the plague and die. Like, I'm happy you had a great
On a nice summer, sunny day, and then you're thinking about getting a plague.
Did you see this?
What a downer.
Would you just keel over and die right here in the open with festering wounds and infected cuts teeming with maggots?
This guy has been reading far too much Huckleberry Finn.
I was just gonna say, like, manga in general. It's a
You
little
know,
bit inventive.
yeah, that has some very creative, imagination.
You ever read Shiki? I guess I was being a little overly sentimental earlier when I claimed that the forest was so much better than the city. Medical treatment, access to food, and a roof over your head when the weather is poor is essential if you want to live a comfortable life as a human, I think. Still, this place really is pretty. I walk deeper and deeper into the forest, the trees clustered around like commuters on a train. It's almost as though I'm sinking. Sinking to the bottom of a pale green sea.
That's probably because you are in this quicksand you're stepping in.
Quicksand!
Wait, in a forest?
Nah,
That can happen.
I think he's good. It happened to the Princess Bride.
Yeah, it did.
Finally, I make my way to the small clearing where Noelle and I always used to go.
Oh god, this is the actual art. Hold on. No, don't panic. Don't panic.
I'm breathing. It's fine. The ground is soft and mossy, the soil light brown and loosely compacted like sand. The trees in this area are especially dense, forming a circular shape with a small plot of ground nestled in the middle. There, sitting at the base of the tree trunk, weathered with age and almost completely covered in moss, is Noelle. Oh god, she's not dead. I was so worried that she'd just be like, fucking in
dead.
pieces, like, oh, it was terrible. I pulled a notch on, I was so worried.
Oh.
Okay. She's sitting there on a picnic blanket, spread out on the ground. Just like yesterday when I saw her in the park, she's wearing that white dress with the long, billowing skirts. The lack of sleeves exposes her long, thin arms and sharp collarbone. Her legs are crossed demurely, feet bare, toes twitching. She must have kicked her shoes off somewhere. Noelle never did like wearing them much. On her lap rests a sketchbook, and her right hand is grasped a pencil. Her eyes are focused downwards. She only occasionally glances upwards to look at the subject of her drawing before returning to the sketchbook. I don't think she spotted me. She isn't paying me the slightest bit of attention. This is so very like Noelle that I can't help but smile. She's the sort of person who gets engrossed in tasks easily to the point where she forgets about the outside world altogether. I think it's an admirable skill. Because I'm always worrying about something or other, my brain never shuts up. but Noelle can immerse herself in her own fantasy worlds for hours. She looks exactly as I remember her all those years ago. Everything is the same, from the way she holds her pencil in her hand to the way her hair falls over her shoulder. She's even wearing the same ribbons in her hair. It's almost as if she's been waiting for me. Frozen in time in this exact spot. Just like a princess from a fairy tale. Wait. Wasn't that last line maybe just a little bit embarrassing? You were thinking it, who cares?
It's not like he said it.
Yeah, it's like, you look like a princess.
It's like, hey, did she actually hear me?
Simmer the fuck down, son. Now I feel foolish.
You should.
Yeah. I start to worry I must look like a stalker or something standing here at the distance watching her like, hey, Noelle, I see you're drawing there.
I got some candy.
That's real nice. At least he's not like smelling her hair or something.
I know.
Oh, God. I should go up to her. Can we fucking move on, please? I need to let her know I'm here. Yeah, go and tell her you're here. Don't creep her out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't be a cretin.
Yeah. I don't want to wait around here any longer. Well, it's obvious she was waiting for you, too, because she said, hey, let's meet up. And her mom's like, hey, she's got a picnic basket. Why the fuck are you standing around?
Mm-hmm. She wouldn't get a picnic basket for herself.
Yeah, like, she doesn't look like she eats much.
Yeah, she would just grab a Lunchable.
Yeah. It feels too strange, dumbly watching Noelle from a distance.
Do they have Lunchables?
I'm assuming so.
Probably for like $2.98 or something.
Well, I'm saying if it's in Japan, it'd probably just be a bento. They wouldn't have crappy American food like that.
But they have McDonald's.
Yeah, but I mean, that like they're out in the middle of nowhere. She'd probably make a bento.
Yeah, you're probably right.
It's making me restless. Do they have bentos or Lunchables? Knowing this kid, he'd fucking stand there for hours debating this shit.
Probably.
With this thought in mind, I decide to press on, not content to linger around pointlessly. I need to act more like Amu.
No.
So what, are you gonna punch her in the back of the head?
No, you don't need to act more like Amu.
Yeah. Moving forwards, regardless of the situation. That's the best way to be.
Oh,
no, it's not.
Uh-oh.
Or he's just like, hey, right?
No, not right.
Maybe not.
Exactly.
It's like he can hear us. As I walk towards Noelle, I suddenly start to feel self-conscious. Why are my footsteps so loud?
Because your heartbeat's racing.
Well, it's because he's in the middle of the forest and there's no other sound.
No, he's just trying to touch her butt, that's why.
I know, he's breathing super heavy and like sweating. He's just like...
Getting that anxiety attack.
Okay, if you see a booty that gives you a freaking panic attack, I think you need to, like, calm down by a lot. That booty giving me a panic attack.
No, isn't that booty so fine you could take a note?
Yeah. That's what he's drawn. Like, she's just drawing a tree and he's just drawing her ass. It's like, I can't even see your butt from here, but I know.
You would first have to take her notebook.
Yeah.
I mean, her sketchbook.
Maybe he brought one. I don't know. Okay, let's move on from the butts.
Yeah, let's go from the butts.
This is supposed to be serious, Rob. Focus.
Yeah, serious.
Focus. The rustling, crunching, snapping symphony that accompanies my every moment is so ostentatious, it's almost as though I'm being accompanied by a marching band.
Too serious. Ease up a bit.
Okay. By this point, Noelle has definitely noticed me. She just doesn't care. She sets her sketchbook down to one side, her pale blue eyes fixed on my stupid face.
Does it have to be stupid?
Yeah, he's probably like, now I just can't turn around and leave.
You dumbass.
What, you were going to? That makes you even more of a dick. That would look even more bizarre, where he's just like,
oh, I gotta
hey,
go.
you know what, I'm just gonna leave.
No, this ain't working out.
Yeah. But what kind of expression should I make? Oh god, is this a choice?
Uh-oh.
How should I give the best impression? I feel like I did on my first day at my new school when I had to introduce myself to the class.
That was such an awkward experience.
Mm-hmm. Where it's like, hey! Well, like when I moved up from Virginia, Everybody's like, hey, this is Catherine. I'm like,
Be like, hey, who's that new kid in the back?
with the weird accent.
There's a reason why they're in the back.
Yeah, it's like, I don't want to talk to any of you cretins. I tripped over almost every single word in my introduction and wrote my name down wrong on the blackboard.
Smooth.
Yeah, definitely handled that well. Well, since I hardly ever use my real name, maybe that's sort of acceptable. Maybe? Ugh. Just remembering it is making my face go red.
Oh, yeah.
Great, now you're blushing and she's probably wondering why.
Oh, hello, Achan.
Of course, Noelle is the one who greets me first. Calm, composed Noelle, who doesn't even blink at my noisy entrance.
Sorry, that was a low introduction.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'll start over.
Okay.
Hello, Achan.
Hi, Noelle.
Your face has gone red. Did you get stung by something?
Wow!
It's like, hey, you kind of blushing really hard. Did you, like, have a bee on
Did
your
you
face?
get punched in the face?
Do I look that bad? No, I was just remembering something embarrassing. Ha ha ha. Ha ha.
Do you mean the time when you saw a cockroach in school and you were so surprised that you fell out of your chair?
That's why they call him Cockroach Kid. My face turns even redder.
This dude. Wow.
He is a piece of work. No, that actually wasn't what I was thinking of, but thank you.
Now since you brought that up.
Yeah. But that's a good pick.
Yes, it is.
You troll.
You hit your head on the floor so hard you passed out.
I remember that. Can you just imagine this tiny little boy screaming?
Ow! Bam! Lights out.
Oh my god. No wonder.
The whole class laughed at you. Even the youngest students.
I remember that too. Thank you, Noelle.
They called you Cockroach Kid for weeks.
Okay, I remember.
Just keep digging it in, just getting that shovel.
Dude, she's like super
Just
nice and
digging it
sweet,
in.
but I feel like she's just really, really mean. Like, or just like a mega troll. And
I don't think she even realized that she's doing it. She's just what she observes. Like, she doesn't know.
I feel like she's doing it on purpose, and she knows she can get away with it. It's like, oh, you sweet, innocent little bastard.
Oh, God.
It's not like I've forgotten or anything. I know. You don't need to remind me.
I apologize. It just seems like such an embarrassing story. I'm surprised that wasn't the one you were thinking about. If I had done that, I would think about it a lot. At least 3 times a day.
A lot of embarrassing things have happened to me. You don't need to list them all. I take a seat next to Noelle, sinking down to the ground with a groan. At least the cool shade cast by the trees is cooling my face down. Maybe it's helping to stem the embarrassment, too. One can but hope. So, what are you drawing?
A picture.
No shit. She is a troll.
Fucking smartass.
That was a very unhelpful reply.
Yeah, I agree with him on that one. That was a douche move.
It's like, what are you writing with? A pencil. Piece of shit. I realize that, but...
That kind of remark will get you smacked.
Yeah. What of? Flowers? Trees?
No, none of those. An animal.
Like a bird?
Not a bird. I was drawing a rabbit.
Oh? Can I see it?
No,
Why not?
because it isn't finished. You startled it, and the rabbit ran away.
Oh. I'm sorry. I hang my head in shame.
You should, man. That was probably a cute bunny she was drawing, and you ruined it by chasing him away. How could you?
I feel real bad.
You must uphold the cute.
Yeah.
Don't destroy.
Always.
Yes.
Even though Noelle didn't raise her voice, it still feels like I'm being scolded. Maybe she has more in common with her mother than I thought.
Don't worry. I'm not annoyed.
Even though I ruined your drawing?
Even so, there are more important things.
But how long were you working on it?
Long enough to realize it wasn't worth continuing. I couldn't make it look right. Don't worry about it.
Noelle turns her head, offering me a small smile. It's reasonably muted, much like the rest of Noelle's expression.
God damn it, she's so cute.
I know, I can't handle it. But even so, it's a comfort. I'm glad she isn't upset.
Even though rabbits are cute, and sketching them makes me happy, it isn't the same.
Isn't the same as what? Having a real rabbit?
I do want a real rabbit, but my parents won't let me.
Why?
They think it'll get fur all around the house.
Well, your house is pretty pristine. Your mother doesn't seem like the type of person who would allow something like that.
She is quite strict, but I don't mind so much. She simply likes everything to be in its proper place. That wasn't what I meant, though.
Oh? What did you mean? Noelle draws her legs up under her chin, resting her chin on her knees. Snaking her slender arms around her legs, she looks up at me from beneath her eyelashes.
I mean, I'm happy. I'm happy that you came to see me. That's all. That's more important than any drawing of any rabbit in the whole world. I think.
What's the fuck the I think business?
It just ruins the end of the sentence.
It's like, hey man, I'm being awesome today. The day is great, I think. Well, you just killed it.
Yeah, it's like, end an inspiring speech. That's like if Aragorn at the end of the Lord of the Rings was just like, this day we fight, I think. Like, it would just
fucking ruin your shit.
Anyway. Noelle and I sit together, cross-legged, on a tartan picnic blanket spread out beneath the old moss-covered tree. We're both silent, sketching. Noelle procured another sketchbook from her large picnic hamper she brought with her and handed it to me, asking if I'd keep her company. Of course I obliged. Somehow the situation with us both sitting around demurely like two little kids, neither making a sound, reminds me of being back in school. My pencil, also borrowed from Noelle, moves across the page slowly, falteringly. My drawing style is very different from Noelle's, the polar opposite of her firm, confident lines. Noelle's sketches rest upon the page with a certain kind of authority, as though even the drawing itself is sure of its placement in the world. Mine, however, to put it bluntly, they look awful. It's true that I've drawn together with Noelle under this tree before, but I've never had much artistic talent. I overthink things and start to panic. I focus too much on the objects I'm trying to draw, and then I feel guilty if I'm unable to replicate them accurately, as though my subpar skills are doing nature a great disservice. If I get this anxious drawing flowers and trees that can't talk or offer any kind of criticism, I wonder just how worked up I'd get if I actually had to draw a real person. I'd probably get so scared that my amateurish strokes would offend them that I'd have some kind of breakdown. I'm not very good at dealing with pressure, I've noticed.
Mm-hmm.
Noelle and I sit like this for a while without talking. The sounds of our pencils tracing across the pages in our sketchbooks mingle with the rush of the wind, the rustling grass, and the birds in the trees. It feels a lot like it did back then. A long, lazy day that stretches out forever, almost endless. It feels as though this moment might last forever. I wish it could. I'll worry that I'll ruin it if I talk. With my clumsy voice and awkward syntax, I'd break something irreplaceable, shattering this delicate, dainty moment between my teeth. So I keep silent. There isn't anything pressing I really want to say anyway. And if there is, I can keep it at the back of my mind. If I wasn't starting to feel hungry, maybe I should stay like this with Noelle, frozen in silence, together. But of course, I do get hungry.
Wow.
That sounds like somebody I know.
It couldn't be me, could it?
Oh, no, not you.
Oh, good.
If you have a human body, it's inevitable. Humans need food to survive, after all. Thanks, Achan. And so the silence is broken by a loud rumbling from my stomach.
That sounded like a thunderclap.
Great.
Well, I know how that feels.
Yeah.
Alright. Saving. Oh, that's not... Tranquility.
Oh, that's a very nice name. I like that picture.
Apt. Yeah, I do like that. That's pretty cool.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, that's nice.